put a spell on you. Because you're mine.
Hi, Warner King here with my entry into CrapCinemaCentral's second contest. I know we're supposed to pick stuff, well, they wanted stuff that was really gory and hard for us to watch, but we watched anyways. And I was having a tough time with that because I don't really have anything that's gory that I can't watch. You know, my background, my stint with the Army, and the things that I'd seen while I was in, and also my time with the NYPD, and stuff that I'd seen while I was living in New York and working with them, and then also my time growing up with Hollywood stuntmen and being brought to sets and things like that, and also growing up around art institutes and special effects all over the place. There's not much that I see that really grosses me out where I say, oh, you know, it's hard for me to watch. But there are certain scenes in certain movies, and it's the little things, I guess, the simple stuff. Nothing that's overly over the top, because I love blood splatter. I love massive squirting blood, things like that. This is craziness. And the more realistic the effect, the more I like it. But just the simple little things are what get me. And I'll explain that. The first movie I picked would be Splinter. No, it's not overly gory or anything. It does have some pretty good gore scenes, and the special effects are really well done. But the scene I'm going to talk about is one with him, this guy, who plays the antagonist, and, well, actually he's a pretty good guy, but he is an antagonist in the film. This guy is standing in the store with that black crop or whatever it is, has first infected his finger and now spread through his arm and is breaking his arm. And he's standing there watching his arm bend backwards, and you hear the bones snap and everything. Every single time I watch that scene, I love it. Every single time I watch it, I just cringe. Great special effects. The next one, I do not have cover art for. I don't know what happened to it, but I made up a quick one real fast, and unfortunately it's really crappy. Ran out of ink. I was running out of black ink. Color ink was gone. And I'm sorry guys, I'm kind of low on funds, so I'm not able to get ink at this time, but I will be printing up a nice better cover for it. Anyways, the movie is Cabin Fever. And as you can see, there's the DVD, just no regular cover art. The thing with this movie, it had some pretty gory stuff and everything. And thinking, well, it's kind of mainstream. But the problem I had was when the girl was sitting in the bathtub. And like I said, it's the simple stuff. She's sitting in the bathtub, she's got the razor blade. You can obviously tell there's something wrong with her. She's got that nasty disease in her, that bacterial stuff. Yet, for some reason, she feels the need, she has to shave her legs. And so she's just calm, she's crying and everything, but she's just shaving her legs and ripping up skin, blood's coming. Man, my wife, it's hard for my wife to watch, and, even just me, watching her shave and me shave, and I've nicked myself and how it feels. And to watch someone just do this to themselves, every time I see that scene, it just makes me cringe. Here's the next movie I picked, was from Dead Life. Sorry, I only have it in DVD-R. Dead Life is a low-budget zombie flick, and the scene in this movie that got me was when the dumpling neighbor, decides to come on down and to his friend's house to deliver the mail that got delivered to his place, a newspaper or something like that, I think it was. Anyways, he goes into the guy's home, yelling for him, gets no answer, so he keeps looking through the house, goes into the basement, and there's a zombie down there munching out on his neighbor. But the thing is that she is bent over, and she's chewing on him, and her skirt is hiked up way past her ass, so everything's just hanging right there. This guy goes walking down the stairs, he's watching her. There's something wrong with her. The makeup effects are horrible on her. But he gets turned on by this. He pulls down his pants, and he starts doing her right there. Well, she ends up stopping him. She turns around, and then stares at him, and then drops down onto her knees. He's standing there like, oh, wow, he's going to get, nice little Hummer going. Well, Instead, what she decides to do is she starts, and they show everything, she starts chewing on it. I mean, she is just ripping him apart, just biting into it and everything. You see it. And, I mean, it's crazy, but it makes me, first time I watched, second time I watched it, it made me cringe because I was like, oh my God. You know, just being in that position, that trusting position, and then to have that done where she's just munching out on Mr. Happy. Right. The next one, no, this is not a horror movie and everything, but it goes back to that simple thing of the simple stuff is what gets me. Here, 127 hours when he has to cut off his arm, and he's standing there forcing his arm and just to snap, to break it first. Oh my God. It's a bit hard to watch at times. Once again, it's like Splinter. You know, guy's arm's breaking, but this time he's doing it to himself to survive. And it's just the way they did it and the sounds and everything. It's intense. It is really intense. Very good movie. I know it's not horror, but it's that scene where he's snapping his own arm. That was intense. In his last movie, I know I'm probably going to get some shit over. But I probably get shit over all of this, but I don't really care. You know, it's what bothers me, and that's what I'm talking about. But this stuff that's in this next movie I'm going to show you bothers me the most, for the simple fact of what has happened to me recently and what I've had to go through and what my future holds for me. That's right, Case 39. Nope, nothing really that creepy about it and everything, but there's a scene in here where the police come in to get the father of the little girl, and they tackle him because he has her in the oven. They tackle him, and he slams his head up against the counter, and his jaw is all jacked up. If you guys have watched any of my first video, my introductory video, you saw, and I talked about I had jaw surgery. Yes, they broke my jaw. I'm sorry. Any movie, and I know there's a couple other ones out there. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, and I have them too, but this one particularly, any movie that has things where people are getting their jaws broken or something is happening to their jaw in just a real bad way. I mean, Saw even has, I can't remember which one it was, I have all the Saws, but Saw has a thing where it's on this guy's jaw. Anything that deals with jaws, I have a hard time watching, for the simple fact of what goes on. I've had 5 surgeries on my jaw alone. I will have more coming up with probably in about a year, where they're going to actually take out more of my jaw and replace it with titanium. So yes, this movie really disturbed me in that scene where his jaw is all jacked up and he has to have his jaw wired. My God, bothered the hell out of me. So there you guys go. This is my entry into the contest. I hope that's good enough. I know it's not heavy gore or anything, though there are some gore in the movie. Really super low budget. This one, the little indie flick that they did, that's really cool. Like I said, that's not thing. It just has the arm breaking scene in it that's intense. The leg shaving scene, which that's intense for both me and my wife, but we still watch it. And then this one, the worst for me, only me, because of my jaw and my issues. I know most people won't even care. They just go, oh, damn, that was bad. But because, you know, what's happened to me, it makes it that much worse. So I hope this is good enough, and hope you enjoyed my little spiel that I said. I will be coming back with some more stuff later on. So take care, everyone. Catch you later.
I put a spell on you.